Hey there, friends. Welcome to Just the Gems. I'm Brandon, and I was thinking it might be fun to do something a little irresponsible. So as I've told you over and over, I've purchased hundreds of games over the last few years, have barely played any of them, but along with all the normal games that I purchased, the standard run-of-the-mill versions, I also purchased several collector's editions, limited editions, special editions that come in big fancy boxes with the doodads and the knickknacks that I love, and I haven't played those either. They've just been sitting on my shelf, unopened, unused, unloved. So tonight, I was shopping on Etsy for some of those custom Switch spines that you can buy that change that nasty plain red with white text thing that every Switch game has going on to something a little more varied and interesting. When I realized I didn't know which of my Switch games were in normal cases and which were in steel cases. So I realized I needed to bust into at least a couple of my special editions in order to check that. Well, the first one that I opened was Pilgrim vs. the World on the Switch, the special edition. And something about ripping into that packaging just felt subversive, a little bit dirty, felt wrong. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun / a really bad idea to do that to all of my collector's editions on camera for you? Because if they're just going to sit there taking up space on my shelf, I might as well turn them into content. So let's get to it. This is Pilgrim vs. the World. Now, like I said, I did already open this one, so I'm cheating a little bit, but let's take a look at what's inside. Okay. In a Genesis-style case. And I've already kind of moved the things around. So we've got soundtrack, we've got stickers, we've got a world map, or Toronto map. Can't see all that at one go, but that's pretty cool. And to think I never would have known this was in here because I never opened it. This is great. This is a good idea. This is not a stupid money killer at all. What else we got? We got the game. Maybe that's it. I don't think there's anything in here. No. This is just a spacer. So, alright. Pilgrim vs. the World. We did it. Next up, let's bust into The Cruel King and the Great Hero. This is pretty similar in style to that Liar Princess and the Blind Prince that came out a few years ago. I had a similar collector's edition for that. And yeah, I don't really know a ton about this, but it looks charming, so let's dig in. What do we have here? We've got a little plushman, a plushy boy. Love to see stuff like that. Game, PlayStation 4. And oh, this is the charming thing. There was something similar with the Liar Princess as well. This storybook. Oh, it's not exactly a storybook. I think the one in the Liar Princess was actually a storybook. This is like just a more standard art book. Oh, there is a storybook in here though. Neat. Oh, I won't complain about any of that. So how much value have we just evaporated so far, would you guess? Drop a comment and let me know when this is all done how much money you think I just threw up into the air and blew up. So next up, Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. Now I don't know a ton about this one. It looked interesting, maybe? Let's get into it. Okay, so we get the rice and the ruin, as you can see here. What's this? Oh, a lucky charm. Cool. Oh yeah, the requisite art book. This is it's paperback, but it's really thick, really sturdy. Seems to be nice quality. So I don't mind it so much when it's paperback if it's this nice heavy. It's got a nice cover feel. Little finger action there. Maybe I don't want to say that. Oh yeah. This looks like a complete soundtrack to me. I mean, it looks like at least two discs in there, right? That's generous. Nowadays, on a collector's edition that you spent $200 on, you're lucky to get, a 10-track sampler. So I always appreciate a full soundtrack. And the game, rated T. All right, no kids playing this one. 13 and older, please. I'm going to check this out one of these days. All right. That's 2 down. Only God knows how many more to go. Next up, why don't we bust into all 3 of the NIS America Classics, whatever versions. I don't think there's a ton of crazy fancy stuff in here, but there should be a few things worth checking out. So let's do it. Soul Nomad and Phantom Brave. What we got? Got the regular Switch case, and we have a compendium. That's like how manuals used to be. This is like, you know, a nice thing to get in a game today, but this was really like the quality of how manuals used to be in like every game that you got, normal edition. So I'm not gonna say I'm unimpressed, but. And an anthology official soundtrack. Looks like we got 24 tracks on there. That's reasonably generous considering that this is not like a full-on giant-sized collector's edition. I think that's it. Volume 2. Makai Kingdom and ZHP. I have no idea. No idea what this is. Got your plastic. Alright. Oh, I just realized that these are slip covers. Okay, cool. So we got Makai Kingdom on the front and ZHP on the back. Unlosing Ranger versus Dark Death Evil Man. What? That sounds kooky. Got the game. You would hope. Is this another? Oh, another compendium. Characters. May contain spoilers. What? Get the heck out. And it looks like another soundtrack. Cool beans. Cool beans. 29 tracks this time. Not bad, guys. Not bad at all. Volume 3. La Pucelle, Ragnarok, and Rhapsody, the musical adventure. I'm out of all of the 6 games covered in these collections, I'm most excited to play Rhapsody. Always thought that looked interesting as a kid. Never owned it. And I am priced the heck out of getting it on the PS1, so this is a fantastic way to be able to play the game in a legit fashion. Once again, reverse covers. Very cool. As expected. Okay, I'm seeing a pattern. Leave a comment below if you also see a pattern. Claire, that's a dessert. Arlowette. Named after sparkling water. What? And the anthology soundtrack. 25 tracks. Excellent. These are a really good value for the money too. 2 classic games. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I really hope that more game companies do something like this. You know? You're not going to make everything available on every platform. At least put it out somewhere where people can legitimately buy it. I will not download a game if it is available to purchase in some legit fashion, because I want to support the developers and the publishers that are putting the effort into making these games and putting their dollars into marketing and selling them. I just think it's the right thing to do. All right, let's go with Monarch. Once again, for home device, very important that they call that out. Never know what people might do if you didn't. I don't know very much about this. I know that some of the old Persona team or Shin Megami Tensei team worked on this. I'm assuming it has a silent protagonist because these people just like to torture me. But I'm sure it's good. So anyway. Oh boy. Hermetically sealed against nuclear fallout. There we go. Okay. Can't beat me, Monarch. Monarch. You didn't even spell it right. Monarch? Come on, jerks. Okay. What have we here? Oh, some sort of a cloth. Oh, we'll open that up here in a minute. Oh, my favorites. The little standees. Oh boy. Oh boy. And fancy little hardcover art book. It seems that NIS is really liking this This is like kind of what the standard NIS America Collector's Edition is now. Which I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it is a little bit predictable. I wouldn't mind seeing them mix it up a little bit more. I'm going to guess this is a CD. Yes. Soundtrack. 23 Trackaroonies there. And the game. Oh, and I did get the PS5 version. For some reason, I thought I had mistakenly got the PS4 version. So I'm happy to see that because, you know, I don't like load times. And the PS5 makes those go away, so... Yeah, this is very cool. Let's get into some of these other things. Okay. I'm not even 100% sure if that's the right side up. Very confusing. Very dark. I don't know whether that one goes up in the game room. I'm thinking it doesn't fit with the cheerful vibe I got down here. Okay. Variety of different characters. Again, I don't know anything about this game, so couldn't tell you a thing about these guys. And these are the little stands. I'm not going to put them all together because I'm just not. It's too much work. But yeah, you know, buying collector's editions for games that I've never played and don't know if I'm going to like, well, I guess, you know, that's kind of standard, right? You don't know if a game's going to be good before you buy it, and you can't, I mean, unless you buy the collector's edition after you've already purchased the standard edition, which, sure, I mean, I guess you could. But who would do that? Who would be so crazy as to do that? I've done that. Alright, we are trucking along here. Here, let's do this big boy. This is Summon Night Lost Borders, Summon Night 6. So, I don't know very much about the Summon Night series. I know that it's localized, at least the more recent entries, by Gaijin Works, which is Victor Ireland's new company. If you know anything about Victor Ireland, he was the founder of Working Designs, the Lunar publishers over here in the US of A. Love the collector's editions that they did. Actually, I mean, their standard editions back then were just full of stuff. Very, very, very awesome company. I'm glad that they're still doing something under this new name. Let's get into it. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, holy crap. All right. Let's take this one step at a time here. Got this very cool fold-out thingamabob. This is a full-on monstrous... Look how big this thing is. This is an encyclopedia. I'll put that in the poster. This is just the cover. I'm gonna be mad if I open this. It's just the cover. No, it's a little different. Sorry, I really can't zoom out without ruining my entire setup here, so I'll try to accommodate with some manual pans. Oh wow. Okay. Yep. That's Marvin the Martian. Got the game. That's good. Lost Borders Official Deluxe Soundtrack. 33 tracks on that bad boy. Plushie. This one seems a little top heavy. I don't know how this one's going to stand up on its own. I have to prop them. Lost Borders Coaster Pack. Oh boy. Oh boy. Some coasters to drink. You know we gotta get into this. Have a brewski with your buds. Tell them all about Sunday Night 6, Lost Borders. And then they stop coming over to watch Monday Night Football. Because they think you're a nerd. And you realize that's fine with you because you don't like football anyway. There we go. Look at that. These are these look like they're hard, but they're actually kind of a little bit malleable. It's a rubberized something or other. I like this. Is very cool though. I didn't know all this cool stuff was in there. I've been sitting on this for 2 years. Yeah, this is quite. Looks like it covers the entire series, which is good because if there's any kind of continuing story, I have no idea what happened. I think I have Summon Night 5 on the PSP. But that and this one are the only ones I've got. The Game Boy Advance, some of the games are ridiculously expensive. Wow. This is something else. I mean, they still got it. They're still putting together banger collector's editions over there. Vic, you're the man. All right, we got a few more here. Let's go with World's End Club. Don't know a ton about this one either. I think this is by the creator of Danganronpa or something like that. Maybe not. Somebody correct me. This is by the creator of something. Something that I like, and that's why I picked it up. That's why I went ahead and invested in the collector's edition sight unseen. This is another NIS America collection, so I have a feeling I know what's in here, but let's find out. Nice quality box, nice and thick. You love to see a good thick boy. World's End Club, it's a deluxe edition. Okay. The requisite little golden book that NIS likes to throw in the collector's editions. I'm not going to show you this because it has a download code for CD. We got some little standees. Maybe the most exciting thing of all, we have a Club Leaders enamel pin made in China. That's not an important fact, but it's true. Individually wrapped. Every single one of these collector's editions with standees has had them wrapped differently. Here's our actual stand. I guess we can put these together. There's just a couple of them. You can watch me break this live on YouTube. Promise to bleep out any swears. There we go. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Simple. Simple and clean is the way that it's making me feel tonight. Okay. Just a few more, I think. I keep looking around the room as if I'm forgetting something. I might be. I don't think so. I think this is it. God help me if it's not. Alright, we're going to bust into this Soul Hackers 2. Shout out to the person on Instagram who saw my unboxing video where I took this out of the packaging. Just full on showed my address and fully doxed myself. And they were really nice about it. They just let me know, hey, you're just showing your full on address. They didn't put the teary-eyed laughing emoji, which I could just imagine somebody doing, like, you idiot. You just doxed yourself, dumb. So I didn't, I deleted that thing so fast, record speed, that I didn't catch who it was that told me that I was an idiot. If it was you, please comment below. I want to thank you because you saved me from my stupid self. You're the best. All right, we're gonna have this be complicated. That's gonna come out like this. Drawer. Okay, this was the collector's edition. That was like $200. You got here, little bird fella. Cutie pie. Keep this. Oh, keep the bag away from babies and children. I was gonna say this toy would be great for a baby, but not the bag. Please don't give babies plastic bags. This is I don't know what this is actually. Okay, I see now that this is like a shark's head, and this is a thermos or a fire extinguisher. I don't know. It's a keychain though. That's cool. Got some pins. Oh, this is the second instance of our shark friend, so I'm guessing that's going to be important in our game. Oh, it's our steelbook. It is our steelbook. Good props to Atlas on just killing it with these steelbooks. That's very cool. Oh my gosh. Heck yeah. Love it. What are you? Oh, we got some... Oh, what is this? Oh, the soundtrack? Oh, it comes out of USB. That's good. So high tech. Hopefully it's not in that weird format that the Xenoblade Chronicles X USB soundtrack was in. Had to like download a special RIP program just to get the dang thing off of the USB drive. Very silly. And finally, we got, well, sort of Jack Frost, but it's Jack Frost. Jack Frost in this style. Let's get him out of there. tell you, they put a lot of tape on these boxes that are contained inside boxes surrounded by other materials preventing them from moving. They are so cautious. Instead, I get to ruin the box because they use the worst kind of tape. Good. Oh, it's taped again. See, this is too much. Who are you protecting? Oh, it's got that nostalgic, like, new toy smell, but like the kind of new toy smell where it's like, this is probably toxic to me, but I like it anyway. It describes a lot of what I do. Check them out. Alright. Our penultimate open is going to be Yurukill, the Calumniation games. I don't know what the Yurukill, the Calumniation games even means. What does it even mean? Let's find out. This is that nice, easy shrink wrap. Love that. Okay. We have Yurukill, the Calumniation games. Of course. Pardon or kill. I'm guessing there's some spoilers in here, but I'm just going to flip through. For the main characters. Pretty neat. Compact disc. Yurukill. It's like 34 tracks. Math is correct. And it is. Standee. Oh man. Look at that. A mass murderer's team pin. I don't want to be on Team Mass Murderer. It doesn't sound good. Oh, and cloth poster. These things must just be really inexpensive to make. I have to imagine. They are becoming so common. Look at that. Lovely. Makes me want to look up what the word calumniation means. Last one, and it's a biggie. Shin Megami Tensei 5. Godhood awaits. Get in here. Look at this. This is a tall boy. So big. Too big, maybe. We'll see. Similar to the Persona 5 Collector's Edition in size and shape. Box slides out. Giving us this fella here. Opens up. And we start out with our school bag, I think. Okay, you know. It's like a little bag, shoulder sling type deal. Nice Jack Frost embellishment there. I mean, I'm not going to use it, but... Alright, we got the Shin Megami Tensei 5 2-disc soundtrack. That's 35 tracks. Looks like the first disc is a collection of songs from the series, and then disc 2 is 25 tracks from SMT5. This is a pretty heavy-duty book. Lots of demons in here. Don't tell my dad I'm looking at demons. He would have a problem with that. Interesting. So this is like basically a it's the Forbidden Book of Demons. So yeah, that explains it. It's a book full of demons. And inside we have the steelbook. Oh, that's pretty. See, when people make good Switch steelbooks, they are just a delight to behold. Just gorgeous when they do it right. And put an actual Switch steelbook in there. Bandai Namco. Tales. Nonsense. Well, I don't know about you all, but I'm tired and I feel a little sick to my stomach that I just decreased the value of my collection by God knows how much. But, you know, it's not about the possessions that we have. It's the experiences that we have. So hopefully me opening these boxes tonight will be another step forward on my journey to finally playing all of these games. And I hope that you'll stick with me, come along for the ride. I'd love to hear from you. If you would please like the video, leave a comment, tell me, first of all, how much money you think I just lost, because I'd be really curious to find out what you think. Any of your favorite collector's editions that you think I should check out. Anything at all, I would just love to hear from you. Please subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. And until next time, bye.